In the following video, a nervous daughter records her mother who's trying to capture a rat that's hiding inside their laundry room. It's a seemingly funny moment caught on camera, but this video stops being humorous when a certain detail gets pointed out that neither the mom nor daughter had realized until later. Somewhere in this clip, something very unsettling was caught on camera besides the rat. Watch closely.
There's this freaking rat in the living room. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, let me try to open the door. Hold on. Oh my god, it's right there in the basket. Oh my god. Mom, you gotta get it. Mom, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. Sorry. Get the baby, Mom.
Parents of children who play Roblox. If your child was sexually exploited, abused.
On the other side of this door, a shape resembling a head can be seen pressing up against the metal mesh on the wooden frame. It's up close, as if seemingly gazing at the mother and daughter, who were already spooked enough by the massive rodent. If the size of this rat hadn't already terrified them, then surely this has. Now what's really strange about
that's I don't know, that's pretty obvious right there. That's a head. But I know the skeptical in all of us is like considering like, yo, is this a setup, or is there like some kind of piece of like clothing material that's hanged up on the door that's making it seem like this? I don't know. I don't think nobody would do that, especially if it's kind of like the shape of a head. So
this is that this wasn't there initially. If nothing was there previously, then how did this show up?
So this is the hallway that me and my daughter saw the rat go into our cat door in our laundry. For some reason, I never felt comfortable in here. I felt very, it's not surprising that we caught something in that window. Very odd, and it makes me feel so uncomfortable.
Neither Catalina.
Yo, ghosts be choosing the weirdest spots to like hang out at, don't they? Like that tiny ass room, and I don't know about y'all, but I peeped the cat litter. Somebody needs to clean that up. Like, if you're gonna be showing people like what's going on in a potentially haunted area in the house, clean up the goddamn cat litter. Don't have cat droppings inside of it, like when swinging the camera around. That's pretty tacky.
The mother nor her daughter had noticed it or have any clue as to what this was. But recently, another video was shared by Catalina, which not only is just as creepy, but might explain what this was.
I need to get me one of those.
He is autistic, and he is playing with his camera, which is in this toy
That's
car, where he
so
capture
dope. That is so dope, man.
Only weeks
I
after
need me
this
one of
incident,
those.
Catalina's son accidentally captures something on his toy camera inside the laundry room. While using the wireless camera on his remote to chase their dog around the house, her son captures this.
Yo, the dog already knows what's up. He was like, oh shit, it's coming. Get the hell up out of here. Yeah, the dog, he definitely been through some trauma with that kid. I already know. See, even subtitles are saying it. what's going on here? Is this like, I mean, it seems like an automatic door that has a sensor on it, and it's, I guess the little toy car is like triggering it to some extent. So I don't know. Maybe I'll be impatient. Okay. Good God. Good God. I don't know if that caught y'all, but obviously, yeah.
Though making Catalina jump out of her chair upon seeing the dog, it's what happened before this that makes her skin crawl. Firstly, when the toy car drove into the laundry room, a voice can be heard. Mind you, that no one else had been inside, let alone downstairs where the laundry room is at. Like the silhouette that was in here before, this cryptic voice has no traceable source. But perhaps the creepiest part isn't what happens here, but instead what happens outside. As the automatic pet door opens and closes repeatedly, a single piece of a playmat goes flying off before landing in front of the pet entrance.
It's, you know, like, man, I don't know. The more videos I watch, it's like, there's just like this sense of, unsurprised. You know, it's like I already know there's a lot of shit going on, but at the same time, I don't know if this is like my point of view is like effed up because there's a lot of hoaxers out here and just, you know, people just playing around. So I don't know. But my question to this whole playmat thing is like, why is it the pink one? Is this a male ghost that was like, fuck pink, I don't want no pink shit around here, get this shit out of here? And he kicks it closer to the door because the ghost knows the kid is driving the car, and he was like, if the kid sees this go to the you know, gets kicked towards the shutter, maybe the kid might get an idea of like, get rid of this. Oh, you know, I don't know, man. I don't. Just thought, I guess.
But it's the fact that only one piece flies off. While
Oh,
the
this
rest
is another pink one. I'm just noticing. No. I guess I was wrong. I don't know.
they put that's pretty strange. The wind in this case, if any, may not be able to explain this. It just rips off, as if plucked by a child who's having a tantrum. But to Catalina, whatever threw this was aiming for the car. Whether ghost or not, she's deeply unsettled by what was captured both inside and outside her house.
As you can see, when I pull this one apart, it's very hard. And it just flew up.
Given the whole incident with the rat and the shadow figure, plus this, she can't help but think something haunts her home. If so, she hopes that it's someone she once knew.
I like to think that it was my grandmother because she was always close to me. And I always felt like she was around me and protecting me.
Currently, she continues to be on the lookout for any more strange occurrences in her house. But for now, this whole situation remains a mystery.
This game, you're not ready.
I think that was a game that's been out for some time, but yeah.
Now this next video comes from an Uber Eats driver who was driving past a cemetery when this happened. In the 4 years that Marcus Wilson has been delivering food for Uber Eats, never has he ever been so afraid of coming back to this neighborhood. And for good
I mean, the dude looked pretty scared, like on the ride already. Like, what the hell did this dude go through?
reason. On the night of April 28th, 2026, Marcus was on his way to drop off an order.
Look at him. Like, this dude seems paranoid. Am I gauging this right or wrong? You know what I'm saying? He's looking over his shoulder. I mean, this is what you do when you drive, but I don't be looking like that. Like, know what I'm saying?
when he realized that the road he was on was surrounded by not one, but two massive plots of land
Somebody needs to clean
entirely
that
filled
damn
with grave
windshield.
sites.
See these two lanes right here? This is where I was at. This one, this whole lane right here are nothing but cemetery.
Although he's driven to some sketchy areas before, nothing could have prepared him for what was caught on his dash cam. Take a look.
Dude, that windshield is ratchet as hell, man.
Cemetery. That's called a cemetery.
Yeah, I'm guessing the cemetery freaked this dude out because he's sitting in the corner. He's like, "Oh god, the cemetery again. We're going down the cemetery." He said it twice, so like, this dude is traumatized by something. We might get traumatized too. So just hang tight. This dude hit a cat or something? Some kind of animal? A raccoon, perhaps? Oh, you know, and he's taking it pretty, I don't know, man. You see, maybe it's kind of wrong for me to do these videos because I swear, my mind just runs. The dude probably hit an animal, but he doesn't give a fuck because he knows he's going down the block with the cemetery. So it didn't even faze him. You know what I'm saying? Is it gonna pop out again? You know what I'm saying? Like, my bad, yeah. My bad. What in the entire butt cheeks was that? That makes me think a lot, but let's carry on.
Marcus didn't see it happen, but something from outside darts into his car. He was sure that during this time his windows had been rolled up, which you can clearly see in this footage, but somehow, whatever this is, manages to get in. Neither
And
flinching
probably
or
out.
having any reaction whatsoever, Marcus is completely oblivious to the fleeting object. To him, it's no surprise that something like this would happen at a cemetery, let alone two of them.
This is where I was at.
But nothing is as baffling as what happens next when Marcus finishes delivering the food he was carrying. Now it's important to note that the reason he shares this video is because he suspects it has some connection to what occurred after he dropped off the food, just minutes after arriving to the address.
You know, I just thought of some. Maybe it's some kind of spectral spirit that knows this nigga is, you know, delivering food. And if y'all know anything about altars and how they work with the spiritual realm, you know, food carries an essence, you know what I'm saying? And the spirit doesn't physically have to, you know, manipulate the food in our realm to get sustenance from it. So maybe some kind of bird knew that this nigga was delivering food, and he dived into the bag real quick, you know, just to get whatever, and dipped off. You know what I'm saying? Ghost shit, ghost type of play, that type of shit. Maybe. Did I Yeah, I totally did mute it. My bad.
Take a look.
Doing my usual overeating, dropping off some food. I swear, this my whole address gotta be set by a cemetery. I see this again, I'm not gonna accept it. I'll tell you that.
Why does this nigga seem so out of breath?
Just make sure I'm not tripping. Make sure I'm not tripping. So, I'm dropping off the DoorDash. They'll be in. I can't even get my daggone company straight. And you're gonna see a vibration Good. See tapping at the window. He's definitely here.
Damn, this nigga is parked literally right next to the goddamn cemetery. Now that's a hell of a delivery location. I wonder what that person like ordered that lives across the street from here. Curious.
Hell no. Hell no.
Apparently you can go from 0 to a complete site in just a single prompt with Wix Harmony. I don't know if this is going to be possible. Or vibe coding.
Are those shoes or something?
Tripping. No, I'm not tripping.
This is the shit that I'm talking about. Like, how does he keep the camera so still after seeing and witnessing what he claims to have witnessed? At first, he said something about the window vibrating or shaking like crazy, and then he sees a shoe move, but the nigga is able to keep the goddamn camera so still. And keep in mind, this motherfucker's breathing like he just, I don't know, ran a marathon or something. Something ain't adding up. Something ain't adding up, y'all.
Oh, hell no. 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 Okay.
Dude, you're on the other side of a cemetery. What do you expect, bro? And it's nighttime too, so. Did this nigga really just try to kick the shoe that the ghost moved? Who the fuck does that? Who does that? It's weird, man. It's very weird. I wouldn't do no shit like that. Oh, you touching the shoe to show me something? Alright. Sure shoe for now. You know what I'm saying? I'm leaving it the fuck alone. That's just me though. Bruh, I'm calling cap on this one. I'm almost inclined to like skip, but I want to hear what the narrative has to say. But like, nah, man, nah. Thought someone was messing with me? What, is this nigga that freaked out? I mean, I guess this could be another possibility. Is he that freaked out that he's doing things that he doesn't even realize that he's doing? Like he's pushing the lock or unlock button in his car and he doesn't even realize he's doing it and he's freaking himself out in the process? That could be feasible. But again, like, dude, why are you still there? You already delivered the food. Get the hell up out of there. I don't know though.
Oh, hell, what the? Hell, no. Hell. No. Nope. No. No. No.
Marcus was so shaken up by this incident that he now flat out refuses any orders from places near cemeteries. A shoe seemingly comes alive as it zips across and creeps forward, and out of nowhere, the door handle to the passenger side begins to pull by itself, as if someone was trying to get in. But as Marcus shows us, no one was outside. But then, as if finally getting a firm grip on the handle, something opens the door. Now, while each thing that happens is creepy on its own, it's looking at everything collectively that paints a terrifying picture. Could it be that whatever had been outside was trying to lure him out of his car using a shoe? Or were these all just random occurrences? With an entire cemetery as a backdrop, it's understandable why many would think that this is undeniably paranormal. But
You know, when I guess you consider everything, I don't know. I don't know. I know weird shit happens in weird ways. So, I'm just gonna let's just move on. Let's just move on.
of course, what do you think? Marcus is certain that it is, aside from being sure that he won't be coming back anytime soon.
Anytime soon, huh? I thought he would have said never.
Now, over in Houston, Texas, is an abandoned apartment complex that's been sitting empty for quite some time. There doesn't seem to be anyone living on this property, and perhaps it's best that it stays that way, because according to Joe Galindo, in 2019, his mother recorded something while living in this building that to this day keeps him up at night. As Joe writes, in 2019, my mom told me she was fighting demons, but I didn't believe her, so she sent me proof. The following is what his mother recorded while pretending to be asleep. Apparently, it doesn't come out if she's awake. Watch closely.
Excuse me.
Seeing the video, Joe no longer thought that his mom was crazy. In her kitchen, something above appears to poke out from behind the doorway. But as if Joe wasn't already disturbed enough, he takes a screenshot, brightens it up, and sees this. What looks like a faceless figure can be seen hanging upside down from the ceiling. While some say that a face can be seen here, many agree that it's hard to tell. But the fact that its features are indiscernible only makes it that much more unsettling. As some believe, this might have been something beyond human comprehension. Now the video ends here, but it's assumed that Joe's mother kept watching this figure before she passed out from being tired. The next day, she sent him this video. So then, had something paranormal taken place at this now abandoned apartment? Or was something else going on here? It's hard to say, but if something supernatural was actually there,
They
then Joe
said
can
that this
rest assured-
apartment is now abandoned. That's a little odd. I wonder why. When if a lot of people have been experiencing this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. Very weird.
that it won't be messing with his mom, as she no longer lives in this complex.
That's the thing about living in certain places, man. Thankfully, I haven't had too much experience living in, I guess, what is like considered like public areas, like pretty much apartments is what I'm saying. That has a lot of history. People normally cycle in and out of there quite frequently as compared to a house. You know what I'm saying? I only have a little experience with that. But from the experience that I have, definitely have witnessed some crazy and weird shit. So this video is like hitting me on another level because of the words that they choose to use, or the words that his mom chooses to use. You know, demons, which I know that's what I was dealing with when I was a kid. So to see it kind of like interact in this kind of way, I'm a little bit skeptical, but I don't know. Maybe, you know, you can't tell somebody about their own experience. They know what the hell they're going through. So, anyways, let's carry on.
My name is Julie, and I live in Sheepshead Bay. Last year in 6th grade,
On February 25th, 2025, a man named Tavo posted a video that his grandmother took when she and a friend spotted something outside her window that caused them to back away immediately.
oh God, be careful, Bob.
They were cautious in keeping their distance from the glass panes, but not because of something they saw on the street or inside another building, but because of something that was right at their window. It was on a Tuesday afternoon during a family reunion that a shadow suddenly appeared behind the sheer curtains. It was pretty evident that a stranger was right outside and possibly trying to get in, but they weren't ready for what came next, because much to their disbelief, this happens.
Oh God, be careful, Bob.
The fuck? It's a little weird.
Oh my God.
That's totally weird.
What they saw, or rather, what they didn't see, left them completely astounded.
No, I know some skeptics out there would say, "Oh, it's a reflection of light. It's something that's showing its shadow in a certain kind of way." How do you explain the movements? You know what I'm saying? It's clearly like some, I guess I want to say average sized person, but you know, average in America is like kind of like a little bit bigger, on the bigger side. So it's kind of one of those people like moving left and then right, and he's clearly like doing something. So it's like, what it almost seems like is like the dude got disturbed when she opened up the curtain. So I wonder if it's like a glimpse into another plane of existence or universe, different time, you know, a different time era or something. And it's like this kind of like conflict going on here where you can kind of like see between the veils type of shit. I don't know. This is an
The
interesting
stranger they swore
one.
was outside the window wasn't actually there. In fact, he was never there to begin with. Upon pulling back the curtain to see who was there, they see this: nothing. Now, it wasn't just nothing according to Tavo, who got this video from his grandmother. Something had actually been there. To him, this had to be some sort of supernatural entity that paid his grandmother and her friend a visit. It's been a year now since the video was posted, but despite how much time has passed, Tavo and his grandma still wonder just what had been outside.
Shadows are a very interesting thing to me because obviously they're only around when you got a certain type of light, and I guess in some areas when it's a certain time of the day, that, you know, when you don't have artificial light around and stuff. But yeah, there's an interesting concept when it comes to shadows because I don't know, there was this type of experiment, and I don't know if I could kind of explain it to y'all right now, but it's basically, I think when it comes to like a computer game, some computer games, the graphical representation of what you're seeing, like the older ones, they had to calculate shadows. So basically, you know how you have the world in the game, like a virtual world in the game. In order to calculate shadows or implement shadows into the game, you have to have another world, but just all black. You know what I'm saying? Different shades of black to kind of, I don't know if I'm explaining this shit right. Say you got, you know, you just a picture in the virtual world of a person standing or walking around. And then there's a complete other copy of that, except everything is in this different shades of black. You know what I'm saying? It's the same scene, but one is color, one is just black. And that concept, it kind of helps you understand that what if that's what's going on here? Like in our plane of existence, there's two layers. Like one is on top of each other, or they're right on top of each other, and we can only see the difference when light is reflecting a certain way or a certain time of the day. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Interesting thought.
Now, the following video comes from a woman named Giselle Duran, who was recently forced to leave her apartment in the middle of the night. Pretty much everyone who's seen this video was left confused on why Giselle was crying inconsolably. It was very odd that she would put this video out there, but after looking at her page and going through all her posts, it didn't take long for many to see why she was so paranoid. For the past few months, Giselle Duran has been sharing clips that were captured by her security camera. They're mostly just recordings of her living room, but in each one, something happens that many believe has led up to the recent breakdown she had. It goes without saying, but these next few clips are nothing short of unsettling. It all started with a video she posted in late March 2026 when Giselle was home alone doing laundry. But then, out of nowhere, this happens.
Before we get into whatever's going to happen here, I think it's an interesting concept of people having, cameras inside the house. I know many people have many different reasons of why they want to do that. But it's just, there's this sense that kind of like, I don't know, it makes me curious, or it kind of bothers me to some extent, because at one point in time, this wasn't a thing. So what's like going on in my mind when I see somebody showing a video of themselves in a house where they live and reside? I can't help but think like a couple different things. Like, are y'all doing it to see if anybody like breaks in, or is somebody trying to keep tabs on somebody? That type of shit. I don't know. It's weird, man. It's weird. And there's some other thoughts, but just carry on. Just carry on.
Now, it may not seem like much, but this occurrence marks the first time something strange happened in her apartment. Thinking that the whole incident with her flying phone was just a random one-time occurrence,
is that a phone or a
she was
charger?
caught completely off guard when something like this happened again. Only this time, she didn't think it was random. On March 28, 2026, she recorded this. It was at
Again, what I was saying earlier, questioning why people keep cameras in their house. What if, like, just a thought, what if it's the significant other, like, playing tricks on her? And they just have the cameras to gauge her reaction and stuff, and slowly mentally beat her down, or, just crazy, weird, dark shit. I don't know, man.
Point where she began to think that maybe something is messing with her. Like someone who didn't want the lights off, they immediately turn on as soon as Giselle turns them off. It was definitely strange, but especially so when looking back at the previous occurrence. Maybe what happened there wasn't so random. Now, although neither encounter was enough to freak her out just yet, one incident came close to doing that, and it's what happened on April 2nd of 2026. While Giselle was fixing a shoelace inside her closet, this happens.
What?
Now, it might be hard to notice, but something happens within this area that set Giselle on edge. You won't really spot it at regular speed, but if you scrub the footage back and forth, you'll notice that the bag on the table begins to move, almost as if coming alive. This, of course, freaked out Giselle, which led her to take action.
Damn, I
Like
thought I was
other
paying
instances,
attention good
she
enough.
couldn't explain
but I
how it
didn't see
moved,
that.
nor figure out what had touched her. This is perhaps the creepiest part about this incident. Now, so far, everything that's happened up to this point has led her to believe that something isn't right with her place. Any small thing that happens now makes her jump out of her skin, and the fact that she's living solo makes things worse. But as it seems, she may not be entirely alone, because one night, after being woken up by a sound inside her room, this happens.
I haven't been to the grocery store in months because this delivery service offers hundreds of high-quality, non-GMO.
Obviamente no me voy a levantar a ver qué es, pero tengo miedo, estoy temblando del miedo. Si pasa... ¡Eh! No mames. No mames. Creo que hay alguien atrás de la puerta. O algo. Tengo miedo.
A veces era mi imaginación, no miré mal. Pero salí corriendo de ahí porque ya no puedo. Ya no puedo. Ya no sé qué hacer.
You know, I think I might have explained this before, but this woman is questioning herself, like if it's her imagination. Like, didn't you have enough shit going on in there to know for a fact that it's a ghost? But you're still questioning shit. This is exactly why they be interacting with people like this, because they got y'all, like they love to get that energy from y'all. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know. I guess they get a rise out of this shit. That's why, like, when I was going through the shit that I was going through when I was younger, one of the things that I had to learn to control was fear, because I found out very quickly that's what they wanted. You know what I'm saying? And once you get control of that, there's like there's nothing that they could get out of wasting that energy to manipulate things. So yeah, but yeah, of course it's gonna be harder, especially for a woman. And I'm guessing she's by herself. I don't know. The narrator said something about that, but yeah, I don't know, man.
Son las
Tight up,
4 de la
ladies.
mañana.
Get you a dude in that house or another partner or friend.
Pero sé que había algo ahí, sé que miré algo y no estoy loca. No estoy loca. Tengo que entrar a trabajar al rato y no he dormido nada.
Oh, that sucks. That sucks.
Estoy nerviosa, estoy... no sé. No sé qué.
It now becomes clear as to why Giselle was so freaked out in this video. It wasn't just whatever this was that was at her door, but all the stuff before it that finally made her snap. Already feeling on edge, she bolts out of her room and pays no attention to the black shape at her door, not knowing if it was still there or not. She just wanted to get out of there as soon as possible, so she hops in her car and drives all the way to her job before parking outside and clocking in hours later. Now when she came back home eventually, she didn't find anything around her door to explain what she saw last night. It was gone, as if nothing had been there in the first place. But as her video shows, something was clearly there. From capturing things moving by themselves to recording moments where she felt a presence, Giselle has documented what she believes is clear evidence of an uninvited guest making itself at home. But of course, what do you think? While there haven't been any other strange happenings since then, she continues to look closely at these videos, hoping to find something in them that explains them. But for now, it remains unknown as to what exactly is happening inside her apartment. As always, let me know your thoughts on this one. If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out, and include At roughly 11:40 p.m. on a Sunday night, 2 nurses working the night shift at a dialysis clinic are getting a patient ready to go home. It's just about closing time, and only 1 patient is left to be sent home via the pickup area that's outside the clinic. But just before heading out, something catches their attention. According to Josephine, who sent me this video, someone was searching through their dumpsters and making a lot of noise. Apparently, it's a common occurrence here. But this isn't the reason she sends me this video. At the same time that Josephine and her colleague were outside, something happens inside. Thankfully, the patient in this video was okay with Josephine sharing this video. They too felt it was necessary to show this footage to others, as otherwise no one would believe them. The following is what was caught. Take a look.
Not grandma, man. It made grandma cry.
For some reason, the lady in the wheelchair covers up her face after letting out a scream. It's the same reaction that someone would have upon seeing something terrifying. But as it turns out, that's exactly what happened. Because according to Josephine, this patient saw a person who was seemingly disfigured and walking towards her. However, as the footage shows, no one is near. Or at least, it seems like that. Because if you look closely at the reflection on this TV screen, you'll notice what it was that terrified her. Take a look. As it turns out, someone or something else had actually been present. On the TV screen, the shape of a dark figure suddenly appears before disappearing near the lady. At one point, it's here, but then seconds later, it's right behind her. It's as if this shadowy figure had only been intent on getting close to her. As Josephine writes, they really thought that she was just seeing things, but apparently that's not the case. While it's been a few months now since the time of this recording, this video continues to get pulled up at work as nurses find it hard to believe. But of course, what do you think? Just what exactly had this old lady seen inside this lobby? This one remains a mystery.
That's, that's fucked up, bro. These ghosts is, I think it's kind of like there's like this correlation between like what the fuck is going on in the world. If you ask me, this is how I'm trying to, I guess, kind of like compare it. So the world is getting crazy right now. Does the world getting crazy have like an effect on the spiritual realm, the astral realm? Possibly, because like, who the fuck messes with grandma, man? That's fucked up. It's fucked up. But then again, maybe maybe I'm being a little too hard on the astral realm. Maybe they have some kind of morals or rules or stipulations. But yeah, maybe grandma doesn't have the veil, or she has the ability to see things, and she just witnessed something. A lot of thoughts, a lot of questions. Anyways, I want to say, just let me know what y'all think. I just want to end the video real quick. So if y'all got anything y'all want to, say, whatever y'all feel about one of these videos, put it down in the comments. I am out. Peace.